So now let's talk about this magical thing called a probability. You probably already have an inkling of what a probability is. A probability is a number, generally represented as a fraction, a decimal, or a percent. You should write that down. Now, here's how a probability is defined. It's a crazy definition. Don't freak out unless you'd like to. Suppose the sample space S of an experiment has n outcomes, so that S is equal to the set, and we have all those e's there. First off, don't forget, the little e's we use for the outcomes, and notice it goes from 1 to n, the little subscript, so there's n of those there. To each outcome, we assign a real number, and its notation is a capital P, and in parentheses, we write the outcome name. So that's crazy notation, but for instance, if you had P in parentheses, the number 4, and you were referring to rolling a die, then that would be interpreted as the probability of rolling a 4 is. Okay. Called the probability of outcome E sub I, where two very important properties, that's the word. One, the probability of every outcome is positive. That's what number 1 says. Let's talk about two things it doesn't say. The probability of an outcome can never be 0. If there's a chance for it to occur, then that probability that we associate with that outcome has to be a positive number. The other thing it says is if it equals 0, then it's not even an outcome. We talk about equaling 0 later on. And also, a probability can never be negative. The chance of rain will never be negative 30%. If that were true, that means water is leaving our bodies, going up into the atmosphere, and then we all die. Not good. You don't want a negative probability. Don't do it. 2. In English says if you sum up all the probabilities in a sample space, you always get 1. That's going to be important later on. So when you sum up the probabilities of every outcome in a sample space, you always get 1. So with that said, keep that in the back of your mind. Watch the next video, probability of an outcome, and you'll probably, no pun intended, get it, even though we haven't even talked about a formula yet. Good luck.